요정어 초풍 유시대. This is my third take. Let me redo the clock. Really, nothing goes as planned. But we can either take it positive or negative, right? Here we go. Okay, I hope I don't drop the ball and just think or blab about something that's not on topic, or even say some YouTube unapproved words. So yesterday I tried to vlog at home, do the 20-minute video at home because it was nice and quiet, peaceful. And I started around 2 a.m. and I stopped at 4:30 a.m. because I had to sleep, because at 7 o'clock I had to make breakfast, make coffee, and then get out the house by 8 so I could start working. Excuse me. I'm burping. And I was so tired. I was mumbling and slurring my words like no other. And my brain was farting, so there would be times I would just stare out into space. Oh, it was pretty bad. I realized when I do the 20-minute videos, my mind, it needs to be sharp. I can't just do whatever. That'll be just totally embarrassing on me. And if anyone is curious why I start at 2 a.m., that's because I decided to download the Blackmagic DaVinci Resolve Studio. Woo, that is a long name. And that thing was $295. Thank goodness, no taxes. Woo, my goodness. So I finally got it. And the only reason why I decided to get it and not the free version was because of a comment I saw. It was a comment, and it provided a really good tip, saying that I could get the free video editor from Microsoft. And that's when the Father of Heaven stepped in, and wow, he just rebuked me. He was like, you say you want to be an international vlogger. You say it. You talk the talk. Where's the walk? Your action doesn't, your action doesn't say that you want to be. And I was shocked. And it's true. Because there's in a scripture where the Father of Heaven saying, you're neither hot for me and you're neither cold for me, but lukewarm. And the Father of Heaven, I'm not going to say how he wrote it because it's very, very harsh, but he hates lukewarm. And how this applies to me is because I was neither passionate about being the international vlogger, which he commanded me to be. I wasn't really passionate. I mean, I talked the talk, but I didn't go all out. I didn't have faith in it, nor did I just work at it like until I see something. I just kind of, played it safe, because he either wants it hot, go all in, or two, be cold, which is just to completely give it up and do something else. But I was in the middle. To me, I thought I was being balanced because I went through hell last year, 2024. I went through hell. Mr. Opus was unalive through a distracted driver on the phone, chit-chatting. And Mr. Opus is my gray Prius V. He was hit so hard that it was a total loss. And it happened when I was doing an Uber Eats delivery. And wow, Uber Eats won't let me do delivery because when my car had to be evaluated and for the my insurance to give me a check. That process took like 2 months or maybe a little bit more than that. I was so upset because, you know, I could make the money because Uber was telling me that I had to go through them to get their rental car in order for me to continue to do Uber Eats. I didn't want to go that route, and I didn't realize the app, you know, they shut it down, so I had to, if I wanted to deliver, I had to take a picture of my car and it had to be repaired. So I didn't work for 2 months, and on top of that, perfect timing, but I'm gonna roll with the flow. Please excuse the sound. And I hope I could talk because, you know, hearing this kind of stuff, it really throws me off. And I got Opus Junior, my white Prius V, and I got him at an absorbent price because supposedly there was a chip shortage. And ooh, Opus Junior, super duper expensive. But in a way, there was a good timing because I was pre-approved. Because if I was not pre-approved, I would not have gotten any car. I probably would have no car. You know, I'd probably be walking around or have to force to buy an electric scooter or a bicycle at that point. But strangely enough, I had a pre-approval, but it was ending soon. So in a way, things came in the right time, in a very bad time. It was very strange, but it got me through it. In other words, I owe a lot of money, and plus my insurance, it raised up by another $400 for a year. And I mean, it could have stayed the same price. I could have paid, you know, $600, because I pay by, like, every 6 months I pay $600, but now it's $800. So in a year, that's like $1,600. So the price went up because I decided to add doing the Uber, add the, what they call it, delivery insurance or rideshare insurance. I don't know, something like that. So I don't have to go through Uber. I think I got that right. I hope that's right, because when I went through the Uber insurance, because once I get the accident, I had to pay them, I guess. And their insurance is the same as my insurance through the same company. But I had to pay a $1,500 deductible. And, you know, even though my insurance, they say the other driver's at fault, if the other insurance doesn't agree, and if they don't agree, they just won't pay for it. And they didn't pay for it, so pretty much I lost the deductible. I lost the rental car, you know, to be reimbursed for it. And it was a lot of money. It was thousands. It was so much money. I think that total accident, wow. Oh, wow. It was just so much money that I lost. And it was just such a dark time for me. I apologize for bringing this up because it was just a dark time. But, you know, we're here on 2025. I'm alive. I'm healthy. My mind is straight. Wow, thinking about it just got me really down and out. But as long as we healthy, we can make it through. It's okay. Oh, great. Just doing the little cut graphing. So keep it cool. Don't lose it. I'm talking to myself. We got 10 minutes. So yeah, that's the reason why I owed so much money. So that $295, I'd rather save it and use it for an emergency. But the Father of Heaven was like, if you truly want to be an international vlogger as you say you do. You go all in, you do everything you can. You don't just sit there and idle. You know, you wouldn't waste time, you know, browsing social media or going out, kick it, or relaxing. No, you just go straight up 100% after it and do it, you know, for it is written. Let me say it. Let me say it right here. It is written in Proverbs 14:23, all hard work brings a profit, but mere talk leads only to poverty. Look where I'm at, people. Living in the car for 6 years, or probably more than that, probably even longer than that. But just recently, you know, for this past couple of weeks, I've been staying at, you know, the house, the owner's house, which I aim to never see again, but that didn't work. Because she made a prayer to see my face, and the Father in heaven granted. He did all these woe into me till I just couldn't, you know, financially support myself anymore. But man, what am I talking about? Wow, just bringing all these stuff up, it just getting me down and out. But yeah, I gotta be like an ant. Get up, you sloth, and learn from the ant, because the ant just instantly knows what to do, and it just does it. It doesn't even really think about it. It's like on autopilot. Okay, I gotta do this, gotta do that. Same thing with me, I gotta do that. Just, if I know it, just go out there, start filming. Even though I don't know what I'm doing, just filming, then I'll start, you know, learning a process. Okay, I gotta fix this, fix that. Just like the 20-minute videos, like how I have issues talking. I could tell gradually I'm getting better, and I'm getting less of a brain fart, or that sounds too harsh. I'll say brain fog. That sounds a lot better. So yeah, just do it, and you know, get better at my craft. And I also want to share a comment which is really awesome. Let's see if I could pull it up here, because it got me in a really deep thought. You know, because everybody is true. Everybody, we all have different experience, different situations. Not all of us are the same. For example, you know, I don't really have parents. And, you know, the owner of the house, she's the one that raised me up. And let me tell you, she definitely not the person. I'll just say that I had to be an adult at an exceedingly young age, figuring out, you know, things. And I was punished for asking for help. You know, it just a horrible person. But did I learn from it? Yes. Not to be like her, not to need to be right all the time, judging others instantly without even hearing a story. You know, just okay. I shouldn't say too many bad things, because you know, it just brings up this anger that I have against her. And strangely enough, I want to love her. I want to care for her. So even though she put me through hell from my youth, even to my super old age, you know, it just, I don't know, it's strange. I don't know how to say it. But this commenter wrote, difficult people can be our teachers if we allow them to be. They provide opportunities for us to learn and grow and to become better. Everyone has their own lessons, and not everyone is at the same level of learning, and that is okay. And that is so true. All of us are different, because, like, for example, my neighbors, not the ones across the street. I don't like those folks, because they're very inconsiderate, you know, because they just, you know, do whatever they want with, you know, without thinking for others. But the neighbors that live a little bit far away from me, they have a really loving family. And, you know, wow, the thought process is so different. It is so different, you know, and, you know, for me to watch it, it's really amazing. And it's like night and day from, you know, someone that really doesn't have parents or coming from a loving family. I mean, there are things that they won't understand what I'm going through, but same goes for them. There are things that they go through that there's no way for me to understand. And we are definitely in different levels of learning, and that's why it's good to be mindful and have a good communication that we may understand each other and not, jump into conclusions. And also, there's 2 more paragraphs. When we see someone that is doing something that is not right or not good, etc., we must understand that they are still learning and growing. If a child asks you a simple math question, you do not scold them for not knowing, because you understand and they have not learned those lessons. They have not yet learned those lessons. Wow, that is so true. This is like that was an eye-opener for me. Because, I thought I wouldn't do this, but I have, but I probably had to see like a comment like this to actually reflect. Why are you guys trying so close? Okay, anyways. Yeah, because the owner of the house, wow, I remember when I was asking help, for homework, and strangely enough, math, wow, I got beat like no other. Calling me stupid, trash. You go to school, why don't you ask the teacher? Because, I was a kid. I told her, at the time I understood it, but when I got home, I don't get it. Wow, she said a whole slew of hurtful things. It was very traumatizing. And, as a kid, I was pretty much honest. I still came to her, even though I got beating and scolding. Like, I really genuinely don't know. It got to the point where I couldn't take it. The physical pain, the mental pain, I just stopped. And, things just went downhill from there. Grades started failing. I got beat even more, but I'm just too afraid to ask for help. I did go to, after school. And wow, it... I probably shouldn't say it, but wow, that is some traumatizing experience. And when I saw, recently I saw people doing no contact with their parents, I get it. I totally get it. And I remember there was this one, I think Disney star, where she wrote a book about how she was happy her mother was gone from her life, I guess. And wow, it just thinking of this comment, it's just so deep. It just, hits me so hard that, wow, if a child asks you a simple math question, you don't scold them. Yeah, just because we know. It just got me like, wow. Same goes for others. We all have different experience. We shouldn't, jump into conclusion right away. Try to be open as possible if we can. Because I know some of us may be going through some tough times, and might not be able to soften up, but we got to do our best to do so, because we don't want to lose potential good friends or people that will help us through life. And the last one is, it's always better not to assume, because assuming is very close to judgment. If we are unwilling or unable to be understanding or compassionate to others, then we will surely face situations in life that will teach us those lessons. Woo, yeah. Yeah. It happened to me, so it's good, not to assume. I mean, I don't do it all the time, but there are times when I flare up, that temper I got, and start assuming. Let me tell you, the Father of Heaven, He don't play. He don't play. People who are truthers or people who are spiritual call it karma. I mean, to me, that's just the Father of Heaven is like, nope, you don't. Because he not only protects the righteous, he protects those who do righteously. They don't have to know him, but if you are being good to others, being righteous to others, but they do you wrong, the Father of heaven sees, and he will judge on the spot, depending on how severe it is. But he doesn't play. Oh, here we go. So it ended. Let me turn it off. Thank you for the comment, because if I did not receive that, wow, really deep thought-provoking comment, it helps me to reflect. I hope people are reading the comments too, because I see some really good stuff there. You don't have to agree with it, because there are things I don't agree, but it's good to be open to see a different point of view, because that need to be right is very dangerous. And it's also written in scripture, rebuke the wicked and they will hate you, but rebuke the wise and they will love you. And it's not good to be a know-it-all or to be right all the time, but to be open so we can get that larger level of understanding. I am sorry, I'm blabbing again. I hope my videos are enjoyable. If they are, if you watched it all the way through, please help me out with a like. My brain fog. Please help me out with a like, a comment, a share, and if it's really good, a subscribe. And if you have watched it all the way through, may the Father in heaven grant you the greatest day ever. May he protect your peace and grace you with lots of love. And until the next video, the Most High willing, hallelujah, and Sinji Dua.